Welcome to this video on routing and switching. Routing directs data between different networks, using IP addresses and operating at layer 3, the network layer. Switching directs data within a single network, using MAC addresses and operating at layer 2, the data link layer. Together, they are the backbone of modern networks. A switch connects multiple devices in the same local network, or LAN. It operates at layer 2 and forwards frames based on MAC addresses. Switches learn MAC addresses automatically, send frames only to the correct port to reduce unnecessary traffic, and can support many devices simultaneously using full duplex communication. A switch frames using a MAC address table, learning which device is on which port. This diagram illustrates how a switch learns MAC addresses. As frames arrive, the switch inspects the source MAC address and records which port it came from in the MAC address table. When a frame arrives for a destination, the switch looks up the destination MAC in this table and sends it only to that port. The router connects multiple networks, directing traffic between them using IP addresses. Routers operate at layer 3, the network layer, and make intelligent forwarding decisions. They connect different networks, forward packets using routing tables, and can assign IP addresses via DHCP. Routers also provide NAT for private networks and can act as a firewall or security gateway. A router maintains a routing table to decide the best path for each packet to reach its destination. This is how a router works. The routing table is a list of destinations, subnet masks, next hops, interfaces, and metrics. The router reads the destination IP of an incoming packet, looks up the best match in the routing table, and forwards the packet to the correct next hop interface. There are two main types of routing. Static routing is configured manually by an administrator. It is predictable and secure with no overhead, making it efficient for small, simple networks. However, it does not adapt to changes and is time-consuming to maintain at scale. Dynamic routing uses protocols to learn routes automatically. It adapts to network changes and scales to large, complex networks. However, it adds protocol overhead and can take time to converge after changes. Here is a head-to-head comparison. Routers operate at layer 3 and use IP addresses to connect networks, separating broadcast domains. Switches operate at layer 2 and use MAC addresses to connect devices within one network, sharing a single broadcast domain. Routers are slightly slower due to more logic, while switches are very fast using hardware-level forwarding. The Layer 3 switch is a hybrid device combining the speed of switching with the intelligence of routing. Like Layer 2 switches, they maintain MAC address tables and offer fast frame forwarding. Like routers, they use routing tables and support inter-network routing. The key is their ability to route between VLANs at high speed without a separate router. In a real network, routers and switches work together. An edge router connects the entire internal network to the outside, providing routing between networks, like the internet. Core switches connect the various internal network segments, like different departments and servers, using high-speed switching. Several protocols manage dynamic routing. RIP is an older distance vector protocol suitable for small networks. OSPF and ISIS are link-state protocols used widely in enterprise and ISP environments, providing fast convergence and full topology knowledge. EIGRP is a hybrid protocol from Cisco, with fast convergence and low bandwidth usage. Static routing is manually configured and best for simple networks. In summary, a router operates at layer 3, uses IP addresses to connect different networks, and maintains a routing table. It provides NAT and DHCP, is slower than a switch, and is used at network boundaries. A switch operates at layer 2, uses MAC addresses to connect devices within one network, and maintains a MAC address table. It is very fast and used within LANs and data centers. Note that a layer 3 switch can also route between VLANs.